but I'm not going to say it. I don't want to chase it away. It's a lot better than what it yesterday was. Well, I'm waiting for the 4.0 Ford guy to get a hold of me. And I was screwed up on days. I thought today was Friday. It's only Thursday. Actually, I thought yesterday was Thursday and today was Friday. When I figured out that it was just Wednesday last night, it kind of messed me up. So I'm like, oh well, okay. Getting worked up over nothing. Yeah, now I'm just waiting for the dry out. Get the snow melted, get the ground dry again. It is just absolutely muddy everywhere. And after I get caught up with the Ford guy, I gotta go get my meds so I can start getting this fluid off. So anyway, I guess we'll go out to the farm, do a little cleaning up, and I don't know. I really don't know right now. So, alright. Okay, I'm back in the truck again, and we're going after the Ford motor now. Trying to save me a trip today. I'll have to make I got running to do tomorrow, so I'll just do all my running first thing in the morning. So, yep, we're gonna finally have that Ford 4.0. I'm not too happy. The guys put the stuff in the truck evidently didn't get the door shut, and some snow got in there. Or, I don't know, maybe anyway, so the truck got a little wet inside, so we'll have to get that dried out. Showed some of the parts, but the parts that I think are getting replaced mostly was the old head bolts, which this kit better have new head bolts with. So anyway, I guess we'll go up there and make sure, because he told me a price, and we'll go from there. Wow, I just looking through the bill, and crap! I just wanted him to bore and hone the thing. I could have done the cam bearings, or what they call cam bearings. I could have put the soft plugs in myself, and I like the one charge on there. Wait till you hear this one. Miscellaneous labor, $65. They say they use 2 cans of black spray paint on there for $13. How was stuff that... There's about $300 worth of stuff that they did that wasn't asked to be done. Holy moly. Wow. I think this guy's lost. It says cruisecanada.com. Castle Mountain, Alberta. So yeah, there you guys go. Oh man. Yeah, and I just got looking at the receipt, the engine kit. I don't remember seeing them, but I hope the timing chain and gears are here too. Everything on that ticket's labor. Then they had all this extra labor. And then the one that I just loved was $65 miscellaneous labor. What? So get back to the farm and go through all our parts and make everything there. He's already installed the cam bearings. Here's the stupid thing. He's already installed the crank bearings and set the crank in and fitted it. Why didn't he just leave it in there? If it was ready to go, he could have just left it in. It's all baked up nice and tight. So yeah, well, I had to fit the crank. It's a standard crank. What are you fitting? So gotta get my own equipment. And then that block had 2 soft plugs, and guess what they charged to install those? $32.50 to install 2 soft plugs. I'm like, what? Yeah. Hey, I haven't made it quite back to the farm yet, but we're almost there. But I tell you, you know, I remember when people used to obey the traffic laws. I watched a semi cut through a gas station's parking lot to avoid the stoplight and shoot out in front of oncoming traffic. At the same time the semi did that, on the other gas station corner, a Jeep cut the corner to avoid the stoplight in front of traffic. I had one gal that I basically should have just hooked her to my hitch and pulled her for 15 miles. She's just right on my butt. Wouldn't pass, but just right on my tail. It's getting to be a scary world to drive in. I mean, ay caramba. And, well, we're going to break down this bill on this motor. It is beyond stupid. I think for what this wrapped up in those aluminum heads, yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get to the farm, so, alrighty. Okay, we're going to break down this bill. They say they used 2 cans of black spray paint on the block. They charged him $13.78 for paint. And as small as that block is, I don't know. When I paint a block, the paint usually paints about 2 or 3 blocks for me. Okay, we got surface the heads. They were supposed to list out for $60, and they charged them $48 a piece, so there's $96. The valve job, $68 a head, so that's $136. And then they crack checked them for another $37. And then here's just a miscellaneous valve operation. What could the miscellaneous, because he's got the valve job there, he surfaced them and crack checked them. What could be the miscellaneous valve operation? That was $78. This is why I gotta get my own equipment. This is just... And then down here, he's got clean heads at $19 a piece, so there's another $38. And that's it. So how that's $385 into those heads. That's just the heads. So the block, let's see, I want to figure that out. Somebody's asked before and I'm not sure. So, I suppose 114, $19 a hole, bore and hone it. Okay, so in the block he's, okay. Boring the block, he's got $114. Block work. Where's some more block work? Okay, $114 in block. And then here, oh, he's got clean block, $40. And the thing about it was, the block was clean when it was taken in. And then he's got here R&R pistons. He had blank rods. He didn't have to remove anything, but he still charged full price for install. And that was $39 to install the pistons. Polish the crank was $75. So, okay, and this equals $268. 268 plus 385 should have been $653 is what he was supposed to have done. Now here's where it's getting a little He's got installed cam bearings. There's two. Literally. One in the front, one in the back. That's for the shaft to go back to run the timing chain and back. There's two of them. Two. He charged $62.50 to install two cam bearings. Install two freeze plugs. Two of them. He charged $32.50. And then, just for the heck of it, he threw on another $65 miscellaneous labor. So, and then they got him new dowel pins when they didn't need them. I have them here, so they gave him new dowel pins and they're already installed. So, that's another $4. So, that was an extra $200 worth of stuff that he'd done. They show $838 in labor. And then here's the other thing. Just for the heck of it, they charge you 10% of your bill. Just for the heck of it. For hazardous or whatever. So there's another $84. Going through the parts, it appears they are there. The timing set is there after all. I don't know what happened because the engine kit was supposed to be like $1,600. And they said it was $915, which is, that's good. That's savings, but yeah. So that was $164 plus $653 plus $817. Huh. They come up with $838. Oh, I bet you it was the paint I left off. Add that 13. Yeah, I'm only coming up with $830. Oh, the miscellaneous shop supplies. I forgot. And they charged us $40 to $7 freight. And they had to send stuff back, but they charged us. No wonder everybody's just going to mail out order catalogs. Yeah. I mean, we're way off from what I was told to begin with. And then all of a sudden, all these little knick-knacky fees and... Oh, we didn't make enough, so let's just throw another $65 for miscellaneous labor. It looks nice. Oh, That might be the miscellaneous labor. He's already installed the main bearings. He's even got the rod bearings installed. It was a standard crank. What was he so worried about with a standard crank? Well, I had to fit them, so don't change the bearings from where they are. It's a standard crank. He said, don't plastic gauge it, don't check it. You're right, I'm going to be checking it. I priced out a tranny today, thought I was going to get the job, and the guy went and looked at the truck, and he said it's not worth fixing. I'm like, shucks. As it's getting warmer, I'm trying to get some tranny jobs and that. So yeah, that little Ford motor, going through them, ended up costing this guy $2,026. Which, since he went and did everything that he wasn't supposed to, that's money I can't charge now because it's already done. And I'll tell you, I've been building motors longer than that kid's been alive. He's admitted that to me. He's not that old. Yeah. Neighbors and I are kind of starting to wonder what's going on. We're getting a lot of strange traffic around here. Either neighbors got new vehicles and we don't know it, or something, but so basically that motor is ready to throw together. Oh, and here's the other thing is, he said he fitted the crank. So he had the crank installed. And he pulled it out to send it home. Yes, he pulled the crank out to send it home with me, even after he said he had it fitted and ready to go. He says, just torque everything down. Well, I gotta put the crank back in now. Yeah, I just... And then he said something about if he didn't assemble it, there was going to be no warranty on it. And he said he'll say it right there on the bill. And there's nothing about saying no warranty on it anywhere. So I told him I ain't worried about no stinking warranty anyway. Yeah, I'm just like, wow. And I try charging like I should, and I get ripped. I get my butt chewed. Oh, so yep, some way, somehow, so I gotta get something sold. Go down there, get that stuff, bring it home, find my own boring bar, and do the stuff myself. Because guys, I gotta have something to do. That's the way the doc was talking. If I do start sitting around doing nothing with all my medical problems and that, he says, you ain't going to last long. I was 15, I was told that I may be just walking someday and go down and never get back up. And here I am, about turning 50. Now, I guess what gets me is these guys are proud of those prices they charge. I mean, yes, I know businesses are in the being business, but that environmental fee on everybody's shop bill, how many hundreds of thousands of dollars do they collect and probably don't pay there anywhere? Because I know when they used to collect them years ago, the store's like, well, where's this money supposed to go? Nobody knew. But they were allowed to collect because we got to worry about the environment. Well, yes, we do have to worry about the environment. But yeah, well, still blows my mind. You know, I fitted the crank, it's in there, it spins good. Then why did you take it out? Some things just don't make any sense, do they? I just... I'll cool off for a little bit, then we'll go look at the parts. Well, there's as far as I got with the block out of the back of the truck. It looks nice and pretty for Ford. And here, let's see, you guys. Okay. The only thing I haven't seen yet. Well, I know we don't have to use gunk flush or STP or seafoam. So everything's clean. I got you guys zoomed in yet? Nope. Okay. Tensioner install. E and key. EK. Oh, they even give you the... Wow, this one's even more complicated than the ones I found on the internet. An OTC. And okay, there's supposed to be a new one of those, I guess. We got all sorts of plastic parts. Amazing. Put plastic in motors. There's the new seal. Anybody remember how to put this thing together? Oh. Now this is interesting. I did not take that out of my motor. I bet you, I bet you this is for the balance shaft that this motor did not have. Was not equipped with. It's kind of a cute little chain though. Almost makes a bracelet for me. I know for a fact I did not take that out of my motor. Out of this motor. Which is scaring me because there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's 3 of the others. No! Come on, bitch. Well, there's the one new tensioner, I guess. I just realized what's missing. How can this be a kit without the gears? Oh. So I'm not sure we kept the gears. Now it's too late to call him. These are our head bolts. There's no gears. There are no gears here. Oh, what in the world is this? I didn't remove anything like that. Huh. Thought I just now figured out what's missing, gears. Which we were told, he was told to make sure we had new gears and everything. Precision timing components. How can it be precision timing when there's no gears? Great. This is the oil pump, which has been opened. And let's see. Wow, what am I? Well, oh, this. And I don't like this because somebody's already opened it, so I guess we'll look. Well, there's new head bolts. I didn't open it, so I hope everything's in here. See, I don't remember taking out these short bolts. Here's the rings. And here's the pistons. And these are 20 over. Shield powers, 50 millimeter. That's number 2, hopefully. And there's the heads all nice and pretty. Oops, you can't see them. Sorry. There's the heads all nice and pretty. And then some extra. I honestly don't know what the heck that bolt is. Does look like brand new cams. That kit was supposed to be all new valves, lifters, everything. That's all supposed to be brand new. But no freaking timing gears. Well, not enough weight in here to have timing gears. What do we got? Well, we got multi-layer left hand up. Okay, we got everything in there. yeah, no timing gears. That's just freaking wonderful. Don't make sense to put new chains on old worn out gears. So I'll have to call him tomorrow and ask him and say, hey, where's the gears? They're not here. Oh, the crank's sitting there in that white box on the engine stand, so. Yeah, that's what I found. This is how I found out it was 20. So, why it was 20, I don't know. That bag. Let's see. Ta-da! Zip tie! You got to be kidding me. You just not watch me open this box. Look at the ring mess. I'm sure these are the top rings, but wow. Wow. Here's the oil controls and what I'm guessing is the second groove rings. Wow. What a freaking how do you do mess. Oh, we got one escapee. Almost had two escapees. Oh, they're so thin. That was two of them. Yeah, it's so thin I can't get it off the floor. Well, I'm going to be wiping those down. Let's see. 6. Yeah, the boxes. Evidently this box must have been royally tossed around. That's not real encouraging when you open up your parts and find everything all mangled together. 6. Which I gotta find the book for this truck, because the other thing I remember reading or hearing is you got to replace the old bolts for the cams. This little Ford is really turning into a nightmare. Okay. There is the pan gasket. I was going to say, hopefully that's not broke. I am not trusting things, so we're going to record this on film. I'm not pulling it out. Okay. One big bag for one little O-ring. Install the hood head bolts, no duh, Sherlock. Alright, well, maybe that one big bag is supposed to have more in it. Because here's some loose packed stuff. Injector seals. There's another loose packed gasket. Wow. That's the, oh yeah, that thing that says rear seal. Oh, wonderful. I know what those are. I remember seeing those now. And I think there's like 6 of these. So far I've only found 2. Okay. There's valve covers. I do know that. Here's exhaust. I'm just going to leave that one there for you guys. Check that one out. Call up and describe that one. Yeah. Yeah. Wife would be enjoying that one. More loose gaskets. More loose gaskets. One of the oil pan gaskets. Yes, sir. One. Here's that, and it isn't in one piece yet. Thank God. That's the main oil pan gasket. There's timing cover. Not looking good. Yeah. Not looking good at all. I'll have to look at the pan. But I think there's supposed to be 6 of 2, 4, 6, 8 of these. And there's only 2. And I just opened this right here. So this head gasket. There. So that's wonderfully great. Loose package gaskets. And they want to make sure you don't lose that one, so they put that in a great big bag for that one. Lord only knows where that one goes. This looks pretty cheesy. Wow. Yep. I was kind of thinking about go ahead and get that on the engine stand and start building it tonight, but we have no timing gears. None. I mean, he's got it all painted up and that. It's ready to put on the stand, put the crank back in it, and then I can put the rods in it. I mean, yeah, interesting. Anyway, yeah, very interesting. Not how I was planning on starting the weekend. No sirree, Bob. Because it ain't going to take long to put this crank in the pistons. Then I can put the heads on. Then I gotta, well, actually I gotta find the book on this truck and start reacquainting myself with this motor. It's been down too long. Way too long. I get this one together without any troubles, I'm going to be doing dang good. So I do have the guy's personal self. I'm going to text him and say, hey, no timing gears for this motor. So, because I told him to get everything. Gears and all. And that might explain the price difference in the... Oh, those gears shouldn't cost no $300. Better not. I'll stick with my GM Oldsmobile GM products. Heck, Dodge ain't even that bad. So, alrighty. Well, it looks like the continuation of the Ford is still going to be a pain in the old rumpus, and yeah, we have no gears. I don't know. So, all right. Well, we'll see you later. Have a good one.